Ha ha! Let's go. Good morning. Throwdown Thursday. Hello and welcome into the Findlay Hyundai Studios. It's The Drive. We are the crew that brings you action-packed, nonstop, 2 hours of, a lot of content today. We are loaded, as I like to say. He's Paul Ratliff. She's Tara Atkin. I'm Devin Dixon, and you found us. If you're a longtime listener or if you found us for the first time, welcome in, and we're going to get after it today. A lot of things we can lead with today, Paulie.
That's right.
A lot of things we could start the show with, whether that's signing day yesterday for our local athletes. We're going to get into that. We've got a number of them signing, and I think there's still another one today. We've had kind of signing days scattered throughout the week. This week, some are waiting, some are doing it on their own terms, but most of the schools are hosting signing day for the spring sports athletes right now. This is the period where they can make it official and put the John Hancock on a piece of paper. Tara was at Desert Hills. I was at Crimson Cliffs. Got some updates from Snow Canyon and Hurricane. Didn't hear of anything at Desert Hills or Pineview this week, but I think Pineview might be today. There might be a softball player signing today.
Yes, there is at least one.
At least one. Yeah.
Softball player. I don't know if there's any other athletes signing today.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
Totally awesome.
That is great.
We're going to run down all the athletes, tell you where they're going. We always like to love to keep track of our local alumni and see how they're doing now. I mean, not all of them are going to be Penei Sewell and get drafted in the top 10 in the NFL draft and be an all-pro NFL player. But these kids, I mean, less than 6% of high school kids, I think the number is 5.5%, that go on to play some form of collegiate sports. Less than 2% actually go play Division One.
Yeah, D1.
Actual Division One sports. A lot of JUCO, and I think COVID, and I think the NIL world. A lot of these colleges are kind of forcing these freshmen to go to the NAIs or the JUCOs or the Division 3s or 2s, and then work their way up, prove their mettle, get some film, and then transition. They're getting a lot more ready to play players that are not necessarily underclassmen. There's still a crop of freshmen. There's still the 4 and the 5-star recruits, but then there's the rest. They're just fighting for a place to play to prove their mettle and then move on. So as long as you get a chance to go play the game you love at the next level, it's a huge accomplishment.
Get school paid for. Yeah.
Unbelievable. We've got Mammoth winning last night. Let's start with that game for just a second, Paulie.
Yeah.
We've got Ty Hyatt from Cedar coming by the show here in about 25 minutes from right now. So Ty Hyatt, the state championship this weekend for the Cedar Reds. So that's coming up here first hour. But how about those Mammoth last night?
Yeah, they look good, man. I was watching this game I got the Mammoth Plus app. I did the plunk down the $80 or whatever for the rest of the
you didn't do the combo?
I didn't do the Jazz combo.
It was only like 30 more bucks.
No, it was like another $80.
Oh,
I thought. You didn't get in early on the package
I didn't get the deal, so I think it was like $169.99 for the both teams. So I just decided to do the Mammoth, and I'm hoping that I can get like rabbit ears or something for the Jazz. So for Utah 16. But like the app does great. Was watching the whole game last night until I fell asleep, and
which was early, by the way, because I sent him a text at 9:15, and Tara sent a text, and I sent a text back to Tara, and it was crickets from Paul.
It was.
That's right.
Like he must go to bed at like snooze time is like he has an alarm at 8 o'clock. If he's not in bed by 8 o'clock, he must feel like he's just not even a human in the morning.
Yeah,
you do seem bright eyed and bushy-tailed today.
Bushy-tailed in the morning. Yeah. I am from like 4:30 a.m. till about 7. I've got a lot of energy, baby.
No, there's a nap in between there.
Yeah, there is.
Wait, what happens at 7 when the show goes live? There's no energy for the show?
No, 7 at night.
Oh, 7 at night.
Yeah, 7 p.m.
You're saying at 7 p.m. that's when you start.
7:30, I start winding, unless there's something I'm really up for. And I was up for this game last night as they were going for the season sweep of the Buffalo Sabres, who are better at this point. They're not going to be one of the bottom 3 teams in the league this year picking top 3. Like, they're going to be a better team. And a reason why they traded, and it's been a mutually beneficial trade, I think.
For Jack?
Josh Stone and Michael Kesselring for J.J. Paterka, who had a goal and an assist last night.
Paterka's been unbelievable.
He's been great, and he's super young. He's one of the a German winger. You don't see a ton of Germans in the NHL, so it's awesome that he's implemented his way into the team. But we've got a goal here. This is one of the prettier ones where Lawson Krause, who wears the A for the Mammoth, tucked one in under the bar. This was a beautiful goal, and I thought that we should replay it here. This was in the second period. The game tied 2-2, and then Lawson Krause chimes in with one of the game, what would be the leading goal, and they would never surrender it after this.
Nick DeSimone will pull it back. Lawson Krause. Paterka to Krause. Shoots, he scores! Oh, what a beauty! Lawson Krause! Wow! Upper corner!
Yeah, upper corner's right.
Yeah.
The placement of that was beautiful.
Great.
Like you could just. Sometimes I wonder how hockey players put the puck where they want to put it, like so accurately. And he was being, like time and space was waning. He was getting some defenders closing in on him, and he just flipped it to the top corner.
How did he do that?
Just flipped it. I'll do it right on the camera for flipped it.
Flipped it.
There you go.
That looked really smooth.
Yeah.
You must have played a lot of hockey growing up.
I played some beer league and some roller hockey, so yeah, definitely.
I believe there's still a skating race on the line between
There
you two. Is there not?
We never had that
my
race.
gosh.
We'd have to go to Enoch, or Vegas has a skating rink too at this point.
I'm going through Enoch tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow.
Okay.
Perfect.
Enoch. Oh wait, I am going through.
No, you're not.
I'm going the opposite way. Never mind.
Oh, so you can't do it.
I can't do it.
No.
Not tomorrow, at least.
The excuses are starting to come.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
if we leave it up to you to set the date, it'll never happen. Then when I say tomorrow, then you can't come.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
Yeah.
I think you're scared.
I'm not scared.
That's an old one Tara regurgitated. That bet was from like 2 or 3 months ago.
It was.
Still never happened though.
Tara's memory, very good.
Yeah.
Very good. She always keeps the receipts.
I'm your typical woman, yeah. I'll bring up stuff from like 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's right.
So Mammoth win last
5-2.
night.
Yeah.
Yes. Trailblazers did not win last night. They're playing in the Outrigger Classic. Game we did not have for you. We will have the next. We won't have the next Trailblazer men's basketball game for you, but we will have the one on Saturday night against Hawaii.
Okay.
Some familiar faces playing for Hawaii. Isaac Finlinson, Dixie High, was at Utah Tech, then transferred to Snow, and now he's at Hawaii. They got a pretty good team this year. Gibby's up there, one of the assistant coaches. They've got a couple other Utah kids on that team. But last night, from the Outrigger Rainbow Classic, Ethan Potter had 20 and 11. Trujillo had 15. Tanner Davis chipped in 11. Belonga had 10 points and 7 rebounds, and it was not enough. They lose 79 to 75. So unfortunately, the Jaspers of Manhattan get the Trailblazers. That is now 3 losses in a row. I thought Tech would win that game last night. I'm really surprised they couldn't find a way in that one. Got to be a little bit gassed, though. I mean, already just rattling up games. By the time Saturday comes, they will have played 7 games in 13 days.
Right.
That's a lot.
And a lot of them on the
gate.
road, right? Only 2 at home.
And look, I'm sure Coach, 100%. Good point, Tara. But I'm sure Juddy's get him in shape, right? Like he's playing starters heavy minutes. At least he did in the Arizona State game. I'm sure that he had him conditioned ready for the start of this season.
Yeah.
But you're on the island. You're playing a good team with some talented players, and sometimes shots just don't fall. So they really need to try to get this next one and avoid, because Hawaii's going to be tough.
Yeah.
I mean, Hawaii played Oregon early in the season to a 2-point game, and darn near should have won it. Had a chance to win it.
Yeah.
So that's a big tournament out there, the Outrigger Classic, hosted by Hawaii, the Rainbow Warriors, and men lose last night. Women win at home last night, which is nice to see.
Yeah,
that's good.
J.D. Gustin and the Utah Tech women win 62-56 last night. Tech was up, nice charge by the Maverick in the second half, but Utah Tech hanging on to win it. They got a good team this year. I haven't seen them live yet, but I've just seen the highlights. I'll get down there at some point and see them.
Yeah.
they're going to get the road jerseys out, so you won't be able to see them in their next game because Saturday they're going to go up to Ogden to face Weber State. That'll be the next women's basketball game. It'll be an afternoon matinee at 2 o'clock Mountain Time. But here's the good thing about last night. Tech shot just 33.8% from the field and still won. And they were only 5 of 27 from deep, and they still won. Not a great shooting performance.
Wow.
But they still got the job done. Kaylin Dallas had a season-high 10 points. She went 3 of 5, hit a couple of the threes off the bench. Maddie Warren starting to get her legs back underneath her after the injury that shut her down in the ACL surgery.
Yeah.
So this is a team that I think is going to get stronger and stronger, and I think it's going to be for the last season in the WAC before they go to the Big Sky Conference. I call me crazy, but I really think the men and maybe even the women have a shot at winning the WAC conference this year.
Wow.
I think the WAC is a little bit down on the men's side.
Yeah.
And I think Utah Tech's got some new additions that are really good. I could be wrong on this. And the women, of course, they were a conference tournament team, won a game last year. They weren't that far away already, and I think they might even be a little bit better this year because they've got some players they didn't have that were not healthy back.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm excited to see what basketball season brings for Utah Tech.
Yeah.
That's right. Speaking of basketball season, I told you I was going to watch this, a little bit of this on the Mountain West Network. But you were right. Your tingle about Weber State
hung around and covered.
83-73, only a 10-point deficit. And it's crazy. Like, Utah State is it's a mid-major team in college basketball, so there's going to be turnover. But I did not know how much turnover. Like,
they still got Templin,
they got Templin and
Falslev.
Falslev and Drake Allen, but the rest of the team is pretty much brand new.
Yeah,
it's pretty much brand new.
That point guard, that freshman point guard, really, really good. And I think he's number 1. Forget his name. Even the announcers last night were like, "This kid doesn't play like a freshman. He's very polished. That seems like a good get."
Elijah Perryman, it looks like. 6'2" freshman from San Francisco.
Yep, he's smooth.
Yeah, he's the backup point guard.
He's smooth, though. He might be the starter before long, based on how I thought he played last night. He looked really under control when they were pressuring, when the game was on the line late, and Weaver was hounding him. He was poised. He got him in their sets. He didn't turn the ball over. I was very impressed with him. He was playing in crunch time last night.
That's good.
So if he's the backup point guard, he's playing in crunch time. He won't be the backup for very long.
Not too long, yeah. And I just am really looking forward to this Utah State Aggies basketball season. They were finally able to keep a coach.
See, and I only saw
Calhoun, and they lost to Sprinkle. They lost Odom. They lost, Craig Smith to Utah.
They've been rated.
They've been rated for years.
And they've made good hires.
And they made good hire after good hire after good hire. So, and I think Calhoun is the right fit. And it seems as if he likes Logan. He likes Utah State. He signed that contract. Like West Virginia was trying to lure him away, and he stayed in Logan. So, like, I'm kind of optimistic about this Aggies basketball season, to say the least. They're starting out 3-0. I know they haven't played anybody yet, but I think they've got the makings of a really good team, and I think they're going to do some damage. I mean, coming up, they got UTEP, Tulane in the Shriners Children's Charleston Classic, so they'll play some good teams in that preseason feast week type setup. So I'm excited to see them. Yeah,
I mean, I was at the Tuacahn last night. I was watching the Lillian Breeze concert. Great. Debut concert by her, by the way, with Kurt Bester. The Thurl Bailey duet, anything I can do better.
Better, yeah.
Back and forth thing was really fun. In fact, I texted Big T last night. I'm like, wow, bro. Because, I've seen Big T sing before. I knew he sang before, but I'd never seen him live.
Okay.
And she's 4'10" or whatever, 15-year-old girl is 5 foot.
Yeah.
And he's 6'11".
Oh, wow.
Comes out to high five her. It was good. It was good.
She needs a mini
So I didn't see the Utah State game till about the 6-minute mark left in the game.
Okay.
So I only watched the last 6 minutes.
And I was
or so.
watching primarily the first half, which it was tied at half.
Yeah, we know you went to bed about 8 o'clock. We got that.
Yeah.
We got that.
I'm an old man. So.
No, you're not. Don't say that around me. You little spring chicken whippersnapper.
That's right.
Bell out, whoop your butt. That's what my pappy would say.
Okay, I like that.
Oh my goodness, we got a lot more to get to today. Any other headlines around the water cooler people are going to be talking about when they get to work? The college football playoff stuff. Obviously, everybody's getting ready for the college football games. We're a couple days from another busy Saturday. I'm sure there are some water cooler talk about, hey, how's Crimson going to do? How's Ridgeline going to do? Does it look chalky? Is it going to go as we think, where it's Ridgeline and Crimson 1 versus 2 for the state championship? We'll find out. Ridgeline's half tonight. Ridgeline will be playing tonight against Provo at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
You got the 5As at 11 and 2:30, and then you got the 4A semifinal tonight with Ridgeline and Provo. Good win by Provo on the road, Paul. You were there out in Hurricane, and they got into that red zone, and they were shutting the door left and right on the Hurricane Tigers trying to fight back into that game last week.
They were hungry. Provo was hungry, and they made the plays. They were opportunistic. Like, they just, every time the bell was there, they answered the bell. So, and Hurricane did a great job defensively. I saw Tanner Matua, Jackson Weingar, like a lot of these guys making big plays, but it just seemed as if Provo had just one more play. You know, every time they made a stop, they got them to third and long, fourth and long. They were just able to make the play. You know, it was just hard.
They're going to need to do that again and then some.
Yeah, I mean, they got to be up for the task this week. Obviously, Ridgeline's a different.
Ridgeline's beating everybody by over 50 points a game. I mean, they're just slamming people. They haven't even really been tested.
That's right.
Like, you got to go back to week 1 and 2 just to find decent matchups. Like, they cruise through their region. Except for maybe the Green Canyon game where it was 13-7 at halftime, and with 1:30 to go, I think they scored to push it up by a score of 21-7. But other than so, it was close. You know, into the third quarter, still within striking distance. Green Canyon, of course, ended up with a 14 seed. They got a really good defense.
Yeah.
But the offense has come alive just a little bit, and that'll be Crimson's opponent tomorrow night at 6. And I'll be going up and bringing you the coverage in that game from Rice-Eccles Stadium at the University of Utah. So I'll be heading up the I-15 freeway tomorrow after the show, get up there, watch some football, call that game.
So you'll see the Ridgeline? Will you see that?
No, not tonight. I'll watch it on TV.
Oh, it's tomorrow. Or it's the Ridgeline game's today.
Yeah. Crimson game's tomorrow.
I was wanting to see this Crew Jones
Somebody told me there was a hockey game to go watch tonight, so I was going to go up tonight. I'm glad I didn't listen to him and book a hotel.
Yeah.
Who was? Oh, it was you,
It
Paul.
was me. Yeah, it was.
Mr. Sports Everything.
That's
Mr.
right.
Walking, Sports Illustrated cover.
That's right. That's right. Well,
I mean, you got to get credentials. You got to go to that game.
Next week we're gonna go, buddy.
It's
I'll be with you.
at Mammoth. You're looking at the wrong Thursday.
But it lines up perfectly for next Thursday.
State finals.
Yeah, it does. So Crimson wins.
even
Me and
better.
Tara are going when we get the credentials.
Right?
They're kind to us up there. They'll give us 3. You can slide in. But I want to see this Ridgeline team. I want to see the archived game. Or is it on KSL Sports tonight? It will be live.
It'll be on
right?
K-Jazz.
K-Jazz, okay. Which I don't get. But
yes, you do. It's on YouTube TV.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. I've never seen it on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Over channel 14.
Yeah.
14. We'll do it. But I want to see this Crew Jones kid. He's the #1 recruit in the state of Utah for the 2027 recruiting class. Plays for Ridgeline. They've also got the Livingston kid who's going to BYU.
Yep.
They're kind of loaded with
Nate Dahley's a 4-year starter at quarterback.
Yeah,
they're loaded.
They got a lot of talent.
Remember the big baseball player they had last year? Oh my gosh.
He was like a lineman on the football team or tight end.
Yeah, he's going somewhere to play next level football. They got a bunch of D1 kids on this team.
Crew Jones is the number 18 edge rusher in the country.
Yeah, he's a DN.
Yeah, he's the number 18 edge rusher in the entire nation.
Yeah, he gets after it.
Yeah.
He gets after it.
So yeah. I mean, I would be interested to see that kid, Livingston, some of what they look like. Because we saw them a few years ago at the state when they lost to, who was it?
Spanish Fort.
Spanish Fort. That's right. We saw that game.
Yeah, Spanish Fort knocked them out. And then, of course, we know the script.
Yeah.
Crimson beat Spanish Fork in the final, came back in the fourth quarter down 3 scores. And one of the greatest state championship comebacks in the state of Utah in the history of football. And the greatest comeback that I think I've ever called on the radio. And I'm sick to my stomach that we didn't get that out of the archives. I swear we recorded that game.
You had to have.
I know, but I searched high and low for that game, and I could not find it.
Wow. Not even back on the log?
I couldn't find it, and it's only archived on the server for X amount of time, and I waited too long. You get busy, and I'm like, hey, I want to go back and grab that. I want to go back and listen to that broadcast in that fourth quarter specifically, and I couldn't find it. It's gone forever. I'm like, what? That was I mean, Paulie, I mean, you were there with me. I mean, that was we were going crazy in that fourth quarter. We couldn't believe how that game played out. Does the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs have more magic? Can they do it again? You know, I was looking on Max Preps the other day. I actually shared it on my personal Facebook page. I probably should have showed it on the share page too, or the show page. But it caught my attention because my alma mater, the Royal City Knights, have won five state championships in a row.
Wow.
Okay, they're fifth in the country with the longest consecutive state championship streak. There's a team that's got 11 straight, and that's going for 12 this year.
Wow.
And absolutely just crazy. There's a team back in the Midwest that's won 11 state championships in a row.
Jeez. That's wild.
And we're making a huge deal about going for a three-peat for Crimson because it's just so rare.
It is rare.
It's just so rare.
Yeah, it's hard to do.
Royal City High School, the school that I grew up, this is a single-A school. It's 1A school, so it's the equivalent of a Kanab or an Enterprise type town, farming community. You know, when I graduated, there was about 60 of us in our senior class. Not very big school, right?
Wow.
Pretty small.
Yeah.
But everybody plays football.
Yeah.
Everybody plays football. And football is a tradition, and they built that program, and you're groomed to play football, and these farm kids love it, and they get playing it. We didn't start playing football till 6th grade. We don't start, like, people in St. George start playing in 3rd grade.
Or anything, huh?
You can start your kid in 2nd grade if you wanted to.
Yeah.
You can play them up. And we didn't start playing football, organized football, till 6th grade back when I was in school. And we won the first ever school championship, 1996. And we've won a double-digit state championships, and the win streak is at 5. They're looking for 6, and I think they're 2 wins away. I think they're in the 3 wins away. I think the quarters will tomorrow night for them. Anyway, but it was surprising that they were 5th on the list, going for a 6th straight, and they're still 5th. That's the point.
I got the guy's name, Easton Hammond.
Easton Hammond, that's the one I was thinking of.
The guy. He's the 31st ranked player in the state of Utah.
Correct.
3-star recruit headed to Utah State.
Yep,
So,
he's staying in Logan.
He's staying in Logan.
Yep. That's the guy. That's the guy we saw. Because Ridgeline's baseball team was pretty good this.
He's a big fella, 6'4", 278. He's a big fella. And he'll be probably most likely, playing, well, tonight, obviously. But we'll see if they make it to next week and have that collision course we've been talking about all season. I mean, this is kind of in the game that's been setting up all year, kind of marinating, is Crimson Ridgeline. I mean, we've thought they're the top 2 teams. We thought they're going to meet. I mean, so now they just got to go chalk, take care of the business this week, and then we get that matchup. So I'm looking forward to the potential of that.
Absolutely. By the way, the active most state championships in the United States right now, Alcoa High School in Tennessee has 10 straight, looking for 11.
Okay.
Second, Hammond High School in Columbia, South Carolina, they've got 8 straight, looking for 9. Bigsby High School, Bigsby, Oklahoma, has won it from 2018 all the way through 2024. So they've got 7 straight. St. Thomas Aquinas High School. Aquinas.
Yeah. In Florida.
Yep, Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've heard of that
really
school.
Good. Yeah.
They've won 6 straight.
Yeah, they're really good.
And then Royal City High School, from 2020 to 2024, they won 5 straight. So how about my alma mater?
There
5th longest win streak in the country.
That's pretty cool.
Man, unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable stuff. There's a bunch of schools that have 4 straight. There's even more that have 3 straight, and Crimson's looking for 3 straight. We just don't see it happen in Utah that often, and they're not the only team looking for it. Corner Canyon's looking for the 3-peat. Morgan they're out, so that streak is over because it's going to be Cedar, and we're going to have Ty Hyatt stop by the show here in about 5 minutes. So we'll hear from Ty Hyatt coming up here in just a few minutes. We are going to do some fun stuff today. We got more turkey shoots to give away.
That's right. I love the turkey shoot.
We just started this week, so some of you are probably like, Devin, what's the turkey shoot? What are you talking about? We got to go shoot a turkey. No, you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is call us when we ask for the caller, and then we'll have you shoot verbally. Just shoot, and that'll stop the spinning wheel. If it stops on a turkey, you win the turkey. If you hear the gobble, 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 you win the turkey. If not, you hear another animal, you win the gift card to Digby's.
Still a great option.
And if you hear the buzzer, you struck out. So you could, but there's only one space on the wheel that buzzer. So you're more likely than not going to at least get a $10 gift card because we've stacked the wheel of the turkey shoot in our favor for our listeners. You're going to want to have the studio line handy. Save it in your phone. You can call or text us anytime here at the Fan Sports Network, 435-990-9950. That's 435-990-9950. You can win a free turkey for Thanksgiving. Paulie wants to deep fry his this year. You can traditionally oven bake it. You can smoke it. You can rotisserie it. You can do it however you want your turkey to cook your way. From Digby's Market and our friends at Palmer Litigation here on the Fan Sports Network. Also today, Zag Picks of the Week are out. So we need you to go to the website, make your picks before you forget, because it's going to be a busy weekend, a lot going on. I would make your picks today. Head on over to thefansportsnetwork.com, make your picks. While you're there, if you want to nominate any local student, high school senior for the sport court, $5,000 scholarship, those are still ongoing on the website. So make sure and find that tab and nominate the only criteria is 3.0 GPA, have to play at least one varsity sport, and obviously be very active in the school. Tell us all those things and why we should pick your student athlete you're nominating. You could be a parent, you can nominate yourself, your coaches can nominate players. We'll be back in a flash. Hey, welcome back, everybody. It is The Drive, rocking the airwaves here, talking sports out of the Findlay Hyundai Studios, and first guest of the morning dropping by, and that is a very happy head coach, Ty Hyatt of the Cedar Reds, joining us on the program. Coach, congratulations last weekend on punching your team's ticket to the state championship game. How we doing on a Thursday morning?
Man, I think I agree with what you're saying. Pretty happy right now, hoping that we can finish it on Saturday.
I love it. Saturday afternoon, you guys will get a team you know well in the Manti Templars. Were you surprised a little bit that they maybe upset Morgan, or did that not surprise you whatsoever at all when you saw their score?
I don't know. I mean, I think you get in postseason play regardless of any sport, and I just think anybody can beat anybody. I mean, I was kind of listening to you guys this morning and thinking back to last year's 4A final where Crimson comes back and beats Spanish, when Spanish was up 21 in the fourth quarter. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, you get in those playoff atmospheres and, the team that has the momentum and the team that, that wants to play, that wants to keep playing together and, giving great effort. You just never know what could happen in the game.
Coach, one thing that helps in the playoffs is having senior leadership, and you've got it in a really key position with Everett Kelling, a 3-year starter, a guy that's been there, done that for your program. What's it like having him guide the offense and just that cool, calm demeanor that he has?
I mean, Everett, he's definitely be a guy that we're going to miss. I mean, he's been playing, as you guys know, when we were in Region 9, started games as a sophomore. So it's really hard to replace a guy that has that much experience. And I think for us, that's going to be pretty key on Saturday because there's not too many things that Everett hasn't seen as far as the game of football. Now, I think playing in, a state championship game, that's something that, it's new for us. None of us have done it. After we beat Juab in the semifinals, we came in the meeting on Monday and we said, hey, if you played in a state championship in any sport, raise your hand. The only people we had were a few coaches in the back, and everyone else. So they haven't been in that moment. So I think for Everett, that's really the only thing that he hasn't seen, being in that type of atmosphere. But I think when you have someone like him who's played 35 plus games of high school football at the varsity level, I just think that it gives your team a lot of confidence knowing that, hey, we can go out and play our best.
Coach, probably a side note question here. I'm going to ask it anyway, not pertinent to the game on Saturday, but in any way, shape, or form, do you think you could have been Region 9 champs if you were still in that region and hadn't dropped down to 3A with the team you've got this year?
I don't know. What's funny is that a lot of people have asked us that, and I think that would be a complete discredit to what, Coach Wayne and Crimson has done and what Coach Cowan, they had a great year and I'm not really sure. When we got moved to that classification, I just think there was things that outside of our control, and it was what, fellas, we're gonna play our best and wherever we're at, and I think we're really happy with where we're at and having the opportunity to play, and really happy for Crimson that they get an opportunity to be able to go compete tomorrow night, and it was funny. I was actually texting with Coach Wayne. We were talking a little bit because, this is a position I've never been in. And, I just have a lot of respect for their program. And, they've won the region now 4 times in a row. They've got a really good thing going.
Yeah. Can you share those text messages? Were you asking him for advice? Is that what you're alluding to?
Yeah, just kind of getting some advice about, the game and, how you handle the week and everything. And, he's such a good coach. He just said, keep it simple and, because really the game of football is pretty simple. If you block well and you tackle well, usually you're going to have a pretty good team and have a good result at the end of the game. And I thought that was just kind of wise because, you get in these moments. And, it was the same thing when we were in college. You'd go to NCAA playoff games and people would be worrying about all these external factors. And it's really the game's pretty simple. You just got to be able to hone in and be able to do your job, do it the best you can for that play for 4 to 6 seconds, and regardless of the result, keep it simple and then strap it up and do the next play.
Yeah, I think you're wise. I think you're smart to reach out to coaches and the fraternity of coaches that can give you a little bit of an edge. Anything you can do to kind of make it a better experience for you, yourself, the kids, the other coaches, the fans. Everybody in Cedar City is buzzing. Undefeated season. Cedar head coach Ty Hyatt with us here on the show. The regular season matchup with Manti, you smoked them pretty good in a shootout. I think it was 51-27, Coach. How should fans take that now that you're playing them for all the marbles on Saturday?
Well, I think, like I told our kids, I said, when you play someone twice, it's really hard. It's like in basketball, right? Like you play someone in the regular season, like you play them home and away, and then all of a sudden you might see them in the district tournament, you might see them in the state playoffs, and it's, man, you beat them twice, and then you got to play them a third time. Like that's just really hard. I think it's true in football too. You see a team twice, and especially like with us where, we faced it last week with Juab because we had beaten Juab. Facing them again, it's like each other so well, and then there's that mental aspect of like, man, when we beat them the first time, are we just going to roll in and do it again? I'll tell you right now, Manti's got some good players. They've got a kid committed to San Jose State. They got a couple other kids with Division I offers. This team is really, really good. And I just think for us, like when we played them early in the season in week 5, I think it was one of those things where it was a close game. And then, we made a few plays, they didn't. And the score, I don't think was indicative of just kind of how close that game was. So I think it's going to be pretty tough on Saturday.
And Coach, obviously one of the connections you're going to have to stop is the Carter Mason to number 5 on the film. I'm sure you've seen him pop quite a bit. I mean, over 1,000 yards, Stone Mortensen, 15 touchdowns. I mean, that's a connection they're going to go to quite a bit. Have you seen those guys, and what are you planning to do to stop that connection?
Well, I think, like guys, I would compare it. So as you guys are like with like the Region 9, I think Region 9 has some of the best skill players in the state. Stone Mortensen, Ty Pringle, some of those kids, like they are Region 9 skill players. Like they are very, very good players. Stone, I mean, he's probably 6'3", 185. I mean, he can move. He's long. I think the biggest thing for us, like defensively, is, I compare them a lot to like Pineview as far as weapons. Pineview had so many different weapons when we played them. And really it was about, hey, like we've got to be able to communicate, get a line, communicate. And then if they do make a play, you can't get stuck on a bad play. If they go over, like when Brock Harris went over us and made a play, it's like, hey, you're going to give up a few plays. Let's just keep playing and make sure that we don't let one play for them all of a sudden turn into 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think that's kind of been our mantra on defense this year, and it's worked out for us.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember back to that Pineview game when you played him. I think Brock Harris had a lot of his catches on one drive, got in the end zone, but other than that, you guys bottled him up the rest of the game pretty well, if I remember correctly, Coach.
No, for sure, and I think that's part of it is that you obviously got to identify where their best players are, and if they get one, like the kids like the Stone Mortensens and the Brock Harrises and those kids. I think it's hard in today's day and age. Like you just have such good coaching that it's hard to limit them without any touches. You just want to make sure when they do get it, it's not something that you're giving up a touchdown or those type things. And I think the other big thing too is like if something bad happens, you got to play the next play. Like that was something else that Coach Wayne, we were texting about, is just having that mindset of like, hey, if something happens, it's okay. Let's regroup. Let's get the next one. And then you start stacking momentum in your direction. And, and I think that's kind of proven with their program is like that's what they do. Something bad happens. You don't see them panic. You just see them, hey, we're going to get the next play. And that's kind of, for us, what we've been trying to do this season. And I think we got to do that Saturday with number 5.
Ty Hyatt, Cedar coach, 3A state championship, Zion Bank Stadium. I've never been there. Are you familiar with that up in Harriman, that practice facility for a lot of the soccer teams and whatnot?
No, so this is going to be new for all of us. Didn't even know it existed, guys, until we got in the playoffs and started looking it up. And we were lucky because we got to play the semifinals here at SUU.
Yeah.
So we were like, man, that's great. Hey, we're familiar with that. we go to team camp there, and we go play Canyon View over there, and so that's really nice. But no, then we started looking up Zion Bank Stadium and had no idea where it was. So now we're making all these plans, and trying to figure it out. And I've heard that it's a really nice facility. It's obviously not Rice Eccles because, those guys go up there this weekend and for the 4A, 5A, 6A, and it holds 40,000 or whatever else. And so it's a little bit smaller facility. I think it holds 5,000. But, I think it'll be great for us because I think Manti is going to travel well, we'll travel well, and then all of a sudden it'll feel like a high school football environment, for us. And I think that'll be really nice to be able to have fans kind of right on there to kind of really be into the game. I will tell you, I played in a soccer stadium once in Missouri when I was in college, and it is a little different, because they're painting the lines on and they're bringing the field goal posts in and whatever else. And, so that's a little funky. But other than that, we'll get there and we'll kind of get the lay of the land and be ready to go Saturday morning.
Yeah, 10 a.m. I mean, going to be cooler temperatures, I'm sure. I don't know if you're going to get any precipitation and not. That who knows? I mean, they're usually half wrong on the weather in the state of Utah anyway, especially down south here. But we'll see Coach Ty Hyatt and the Cedar Reds bright and early on a Saturday. It's the 1 seed Reds and the 3 seed Manti. Earlier you said Manti's got some Division I kids. How's recruiting going for your team, Coach? Do you have some guys that have landed some scholarships or got some really big interest right now?
We have kids that have interest. We don't have anyone right now that has a Division I offer or really a lot of offers, period. I think one of the things with us is that, with our kids, like we've been marketing them and getting them out, and they've been on visits. They've been in the RMAC and they've been down to Utah Tech and Weber and SUU and those things. Recruiting is just a funny time right now, with the portal, and like I love listening to you guys because you guys are in the thick of it. What everyone's dealing with, but with our kids, it's we've really just been trying to tell them, wherever you land, and they will land places. Wherever you land, it's just a great opportunity to go play. It's a great opportunity to go get your education and make new friends and everything. And I think a lot of our guys are kind of seeing that maybe sometimes it doesn't work out exactly like you want to go to your dream Notre Dame, right? Like if we could all be Rudy. But I just think that we've got some good players and they'll end up at some good places. And I've been really proud of our kids too, because the one thing I would say in the day and age of, the social media and the offers and where you're going and everything else, our kids are definitely interested in that. I think what kind of makes this group pretty special is that, we've got 26 seniors, which is one of the larger classes that Cedar's had in a long time as far as senior football players. And they love playing together. And, I think that's kind of like no matter the result of what happens on Saturday, I think that's probably the thing that everyone's going to miss with this group is just, it's fun to be able to go out to practice. It's fun to be able to go compete together and to travel together and those type things. And so with that group, that you'll see some faces that end up going and playing in those things, the Everett Kellings, like our middle linebacker, Dax Winker, Max Shines, one of our starting tackles. Like you'll see those guys go play. But I think they're all pretty focused right now on just being able to play together and have fun.
Yeah. You mentioned those guys, and Braxton DeMille's had a good season. Slade Parsons had a good season. There's some names. Bloomfield has had a bunch of tackles. You guys are only giving up 18 points a game. You're scoring over 40 a game. Final question, Coach.
Yeah.
Is there pressure knowing that Cedar High School has never won a state championship in football?
You know what? Like we've actually talked a lot about that this week, and we even kind of started talking about it last week because, you're in a semifinal game. You know what I mean? So you're still a week away from a championship week, but playing in Cedar City, right? And we played at 10 a.m. So the whole school all week, everyone's talking about, well, what are we going to do? Like they're going to cancel class, which I was all for, right? I'm telling the principal, like, hey, cancel it all, baby. Let's all go.
We need some noise.
So they couldn't do that. But, I mean, no one was in school that day. You've got everyone's family member, community member here in Cedar going to the game. So, I mean, there was already that pressure mounting. And, of course, when you play in front of your hometown, what's everyone going to talk about? They're going to talk about, oh, well, this has never been done. And I think just with those kids, we've talked a lot about, what, pressure is a privilege. and how exciting to be able to have that privilege to be able to go do that. And with that, I still go back to, like, the end result on Saturday really doesn't define this group because it's been a great season. And I think with those kids, like, really just focusing on that part of it, like our standard of how we do things day to day and enjoying those moments of being together, you know, the result will take care of itself. And if that ends up being us, awesome. You know, what a great memory to be a part of that history. You know, but that one game really doesn't define these kids and you know, what we're trying to do with the program of becoming a better football program than what we've been in the past.
Ty Hyatt, wise words. Go get them, buddy. Best of luck. We're rooting for you. We miss you in Region 9, but we want you to win the title, go undefeated, and get that first ever state championship for Cedar. That would be amazing. And hopefully we're seeing that dog pile, that big party in Cedar City on Saturday. Get those fire trucks ready when you guys come back from Harriman, Utah. I mean, I'm sure you've painted the picture in your mind. Now go get the job done, buddy.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
All right. Okay. Appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Ty Hyatt, everybody. Cedar Reds. They ran away from Manti in the first game. 3 touchdown runs in that game for Everett Kelly, including a 65-yarder in the first meeting. So big senior class looks like it's there for the taking, but it won't be easy. Manti has weapons. They have talent. They want it just as bad. They've had a lot more state championships than Cedar has in the past. They won it in 99, 03, 2011, and 2012, but it's been more than a decade since Manti has won a state championship. Right. So they're hungry too.
And like
not as hungry as Cedar, though, never winning a state championship.
Winning. Yes. And I think the question I asked the coach, you know, I think Everett Kelly gives him a lot.
Yeah.
You know, being a 35-game starter, I mean, that's got to count for something in this big of a game.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's going to be fun. We'll have eyes on that one on Saturday for sure. All right, got to get to a break. We're going to come back. We're going to do the turkey shoot. So if you want to compete, you can call us in the break, 435-990-9950, and we'll see if we can give away some prizes for Thanksgiving thanks to Palmer Litigation and Digby's Market. Hey! Oh my gosh, I really enjoyed Ty Hyatt. Thanks to Coach Hyatt. Good luck to the Cedar Reds and their fans and players and coaches. But let's get a little turkey shoot going. Is this Adam? How we doing this morning, bud?
Hey, wonderful. How you doing, Devin?
Where are you headed? Sounds like you're going on the freeway somewhere, man. You going to a big game?
No, I'm just driving truck.
Work. God bless you. Hardworking American. Gotta love it, baby. All right, let's see if we can get you a turkey. Have you bought a turkey for Thanksgiving yet?
I have not.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to see if we can get you a turkey here. Tara's going to start the wheel. It's going to start ticking, and when you want her to freeze it, you just say shoot. You have one job to say shoot, okay?
All righty.
If it lands on the turkey, you win it. If it lands on another animal, you win a $10 gift certificate to Digby's Market.
We started too soon. We'll restart it.
All right.
Oh,
Hang on. No, we're gonna restart
We're gonna
it.
restart the wheel.
No, we're gonna restart it. Here we go.
shoot.
Boom.
Ooh.
All right, it's not the turkey, but Adam, you did get another farm animal sound, so you got a $10 gift certificate to Digby's Market. So at least you can go get some sides for your turkey at Digby's. All right, buddy?
Hey, that's all right with me.
Hey, $10 is $10, man. $10 is $10.
Yeah.
Come over to the station.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Pick it up, Adam. Congratulations. All right, do we have another caller?
Thank you, Adam.
Let's do that again.
Bye.
Let's go to the phone. Good morning. You're on the drive. How you doing?
Good.
Good. You're here for the turkey shoot. Are you ready? You locked and loaded?
Yeah.
All right. We'll start the wheel, and then when you're ready to stop it, just say shoot. That's your only job. You got me?
Yeah.
All right. What's your name, by the way?
Avi.
Avi. All right. Let's go, Avi. Here we go. Start that wheel, Tara. When you want it to stop, you just say shoot, Avi.
Shoot.
All right, and she said shoot at the right time, or I got a turkey for you. How's that sound?
Great.
All right, we got a turkey coming at you. We'll leave it at the radio station. Gift certificate. Come pick it up. Congratulations, turkey on you, Avi.
Thank you.
All right, we got to get to a timeout here, but that was fun. All right, we gave away 1 for 2. We'll take it. Adam's going, I should have said shoot earlier.
Yeah, right?
Still can get a good corn on the cob or mashed potatoes or whatever you need with that Digby's gift.
You get a whole thing of potatoes.
Stuffing, gravy, whatever you need.
Yeah. So congratulations to Avi and to Adam. The turkey shoot brought to you by Digby Market and made possible by Palmer Litigation. We've got a lot to get to second hour. Lee Sterling's going to be by. We're going to pick some winners. He'll join us at 8:30. Ton of other stuff to get to. We got the Pats and the Jets tonight. We got a big weekend for BYU athletics. Cougar basketball team in UConn.
That's what I was going to pose the question for the second hour. Is this the biggest BYU sports weekend in the history of the school? Is it? It could be.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
The biggest sports weekend in the history.
3 versus 7. 3 versus 7 in men's basketball, the other revenue sport.
That's
and
a lot
then
of
you've
history,
got a
though.
big game against TCU where you're like a 4-point favorite.
And you need to bounce back. If you want to go to the playoffs, you got to win this game.
That's right.
You cannot lose again if you want to go to the playoffs and control your own destiny.
Maybe not the biggest, but the ramifications are huge for this week.
They are. But I don't know if I'm ready to say
maybe
the
not
biggest ever.
In the history.
Maybe a
of
little.
If BYU was playing UConn and BYU football was playing in the playoffs, that would top that. All right, we'll talk more about that and much, much more when we come back to the Finley Hyundai Studios for the second hour. Polly, show us your dance moves.
There we go. Little shuffle, little fist thing. All that.
Wow.
Tara's not impressed.
No, not
Just
at
pull
all.
out the sprinkler and the lawnmower.
That's
There you
right.
go,
The
yeah.
sprinkler, that guy.
Yeah.
Maybe the Q-tip.
Yeah. Polly it would remind me of like Kevin James trying to dance.
There we
Yeah,
go.
exactly, the Q-tip. Yeah.
Yep. Go Kevin. Get
Oh,
your
yeah.
groove on. He's Paul Ratliff. I'm Devin Dixon. She's Tara Atkin. Yesterday and even on Tuesday, there was some kids signing, putting the old John Hancock on a piece
Yes.
of paper, which is always exciting. And we told you that the stats, I mean, less than 2% of high school athletes go to Division I, less than 6% go to Division 2, 3, or JUCO or NAIA. It's tough to go D1 right now because a lot of the bigger schools with the NIL are grabbing a lot of these junior college transfers. They're plucking kids away with no sitting out a year. You can go
Portal
school
kids,
to
yeah.
school. A lot of FBS teams are plucking away the FCS top players year in, year out. Hey, we need a safety. Find the best 2 safeties in the country on FCS and we'll recruit the crap out of them and offer them some money. That's what's going on. So it's kind of trickled down to the high schools and a lot of the revenue sharing at the collegiate level. They've cut roster sizes a little bit too. They've trimmed every sport's roster size a little bit. Baseball, football, even golf. They've trimmed roster sizes down. You could pack 12 on a golf team. Now you can only pack, I think it's 9 max if you want to be part of the revenue sharing. So maybe it's 8. I can't remember. But it's tough. It's tough out there to land a scholarship. But we had a lot of local kids that did. I caught up with a couple of them. Probably one of the bigger signing days yesterday was at Desert Hills with Riley going to UConn. We'll talk to her in a minute. The other one I feel like is kind of a big deal to keep in town is Kate Walker, the Crimson Cliffs girls golfer. She is... She's the runner-up in the Utah State Women's Amateur.
Yeah.
She's won state championship individually 2 out of the last 3 years. She got in a car accident, broke her pinky, and toughed it out and played at state, but she didn't win, but she helped the team win. If she doesn't tee it up, they don't win. She's an incredible talent, and I caught up with Kate Walker. Here's what she had to say about signing to play for Lindsay Orth here in her hometown in Utah Tech. Signing day here at Crimson Cliffs, and Kate Walker hanging out with me right now. And how'd it feel to put the John Hancock on that piece of paper, Kate?
Good. It was time. I was excited, so.
Was there nerves?
Yeah, I was nervous because I had to give a speech, and I don't really like doing that stuff, so. But yeah, I'm just excited it's over, and I get to play college golf now.
And you don't have to go far.
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes from my house, so.
Was it tempting to take some offers and go out of town, or was it Utah Tech staying home the whole time?
Yeah, it was tempting. I had some different options, but it just made sense, and it's home. So it was just an easy decision. So.
Coach Lindsay Orth's got to be ecstatic that she kept the best prospect in the state of Utah from St. George in St. George to play college golf for the Trailblazers.
Yeah.
What have your conversations with Lindsay been like the last couple months?
We've just been talking, we're just super excited, and I just wanted to get more details about what the team is like, and I've just gotten even more excited after talking about that. So, yeah, I'm just looking forward to it.
Great run this summer at the State Am. Obviously, you got some unfinished business.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to win 4 in a row. You had that accident, but hey, winning 3 state championships out of 4 years this spring is probably the biggest goal in your mind left to do in your high school career.
That's definitely one thing left on my checklist. So, yep.
Disappointed that earlier this week that they announced the LPGA is not coming back to Black Desert.
Yeah, it's definitely sad. I had a chance to probably play in it, or at least qualify for it, but yeah.
I was thinking that maybe this year you'd be healthy and ready to go.
Yeah, me too, but it's okay.
How's the game right now?
I'm feeling good. I'm just ready to play some more tournaments. I've had a little break from them, so.
Get after it. Kate Walker, everybody staying home right here in St. George, playing for the Trailblazers. Kate, congratulations.
Thank you.
She's good, Paul. Signing day here at Crimson Cliffs, and Kate. That was taped out yesterday. She's good. I've seen her play. I've been to the high school girls golf tournaments. I have 3 daughters, and 2 of them play golf. So I've seen a lot of Kate and got to know her and her parents, and we've been paired together a bunch, and she is an incredible player. She's quiet. She's pretty humble, but she knows she's good. She's got that competitive drive, and she knows she's good. And you have to be a little bit bravado. You have to be a little bit brash and confident, or you can't believe that you can get it done. She believes in her skill set. And she's all in on the sport, and this is a huge deal for Coach Orth at Utah Tech. I think she comes in next fall, and she's in the lineup.
Plays right
maybe
away.
as the 1 or 2.
Wow.
Like, she's that good.
Okay.
I don't think she'll be intimidated. She's got plenty of length. She's not very big, but she's got plenty of length for her size.
Okay.
Her short game is unbelievable. There's not a weak link. She doesn't have a weak link. The all-around game is there for Kate Walker. She's one of probably the top prospects since maybe Katie Perkins Ford now, or I'm trying to think of some other girls golfers that have come out of St. George. That's the biggest one I think that comes to mind is Katie. Desert Hills had a run where they had 9 state championships in a row in girls golf, and they put a lot of girls next level. But Kate Walker is not only doing it in town, she's doing it in AJGA, she's doing it in UJGA. It doesn't matter what tournament she's in, U.S. National tournaments, state level tournaments, she's really good. So that was fun for me to get a chat with her because I know Kate a little bit, know the family, great family. Her grandpa came up to me and I mean, super proud moment for parents, for grandparents. And and I was just sitting there chatting with him, and I was done with the interview with Kate, and he's like, "Hey, did Kate tell you she got to play with Jason Day when he was at Black Desert in the Pro-Am?"
Nice.
She played with him in the Pro. She got paired in the Pro-Am with Jason Day.
Look at that.
And
Major champion.
She shot 9 under.
Wow, look at that.
9 under.
Probably impressed Jason a little bit, I'd say.
And he told on one hole on 17, she landed it by the stick, sucked back, hits the stick, and bounced to the edge. She should have had an ace, but the dang stick got in the way.
Oh, man.
Zach Blair was in the Pro-Am group in front of her. Everybody knows who Zach Blair is that follows golf.
Right.
He stayed back to come up to Kate and say, "Hey, that ball did this and this, and it should have went in. You got hosed." And had a little conversation with Zach. So, look, she's got a lot of game. Future is absolutely bright for Kate Walker. All right, let's stay at Crimson Cliffs. I had 3 baseball players, and I just decided, let's just grab them all 3 at the same time. So it's kind of one by one by one. They'll introduce themselves, tell you where they're going, and then a little bit about the decision and why. So 3 more of Justin Abbott's baseball players committing yesterday over at Crimson Cliffs.
All right, here with a couple Crimson Cliffs Mustangs, Stang Gang. We've got a signing day going on, and let's just tell everybody where you're going. Start with you, Madden.
I'm Madden Nilsson. I'm going to CSI. It's in Twin Falls, Idaho. So.
I think people that remember the old Scenic West athletic days and Dixie's battles with that school. Jeff Kidder, the old coach, used to call CSI the Evil Empire. But hey, it's a great baseball program. Why'd you decide CSI?
Nick Aiello, he's the pitching coach up there. I love him. He's going to be so good for me, and he's going to develop me really good. So I'm excited to get up there.
All right, we're November. Where's the fastball sitting right now?
I mean, I hit 89 the other night in just scrimmage. So I mean, we'll see what it is by coming spring.
All right, Madden, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, let's hand it over a couple teammates here. Quinn, tell me where you're going.
Alan Hancock in Santa Maria, California.
Weather? You going there for the weather?
Oh, yeah. It's one of the reasons, and I love all the coaches.
Just seemed like a good fit?
Oh, yeah. Perfect.
What'd they do on the visit? They take you surfing?
No, I wish. It was a little chilly there when I went. But
what was the main reason you're going there? Just because they did the best job recruiting you?
Yeah, then I loved all the coaches. All the coaches were my fit and just what I want to play for. So.
What were they telling you throughout the process?
That they just try to make me be like the best I could be, and like try to get my velo up and get everything where I want it to be. So.
What have you been working on?
Getting my velo up and my mechanics a little.
Where are you sitting at?
Right now I'm like 84.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Man's like, catch me if you can. Congrats, Quinn. Alan
Thank
Hancock.
You. Yep.
And Rico, the newcomer to the Mustangs.
Hey, my name is Ricardo Navarro, and I'm going to Northeast Community College in Nebraska.
Okay. All right. Now, a lot of people have told me that, you're a shortstop, great hitter, one of the best 1A players. I don't know much about you, but was this the best option, or do you just want to go JUCO, get some film, and then go somewhere bigger after that?
I think that it was a little bit both. I mean, I love the coaches. They really helped me a lot in the recruiting process, and I feel like a home, so I decided to go.
Real quickly, how'd you end up at Crimson Cliffs?
Just friends. I played with them over the summer, and I love them, so I just wanted to join them.
Welcome to Southern Utah.
Thank you.
Congrats, guys.
Thank you.
This kid, Rico.
Yeah.
Navarro.
Mm-hmm.
might be one of the best shortstops in the state that nobody knows about because he played at Bryce Valley.
Yeah.
1A school. And, they moved down to St. George, and now he's playing for Justin Abbott. And that gives them another player as they go for the three-peat this spring in baseball. Another weapon.
Yeah.
And they're loaded again. The Snow Cannon's going to be good again. They're going to be good again. I think Desert Hills are still going to be really good. Jenner Nyberg, Dixie. They've got some good guys coming back. Like Region 9 baseball is a gauntlet.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Oh, it is a gauntlet.
Yeah, we saw that in the state tournament.
But that's the big get for them. I don't know a ton, but I was asking a couple people last night in the baseball world about this kid, and they're like, he's the real deal. He's the real deal. So,
Awesome.
Good stuff. All right, one more from yesterday. Tara going one-on-one with Riley Green. Now, we've known for a long time that Riley and Lulu, two of the stars from Desert Hills, were going to UConn as a package deal. They both signed at the University of Connecticut. Lulu's doing a signing day differently, but Riley had hers yesterday, correct, Tara?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And, man, I was reading what you sent last night and what the coaches at UConn are saying about Riley. Like, Riley really well. She's such a great kid.
She is. She's incredible. She just brings such a great energy and excitement and love for the game that she's going to be such a great fit. So,
now, where did they do this? Just at their house?
Yes.
Just at the house?
Just a private signing. So, UConn actually, Lulu sent her in her papers yesterday morning at 7 a.m. as well.
Yeah, I saw UConn put that out on socials that they both signed. Yeah.
So it was early, so they didn't have a school signing, but this was like her private signing,
which is cool. Photo moment. Look at Mom's got it all decked out. I doubt Dad did that. Dad didn't decorate that.
Probably not.
I bet Tara helped decorate that.
No, it was all Kelly. It was all Kelly.
Kelly did that.
Yeah.
All right.
How about that little inflatable guy, though?
Right?
That's pretty cool.
I have not seen one of those.
Yeah,
Do you think they just said, Coach, can you send us a balloon? And that's what they said?
Yeah, I don't know. But
or do you think you just got that on Amazon?
It's awesome, wherever they got it, though.
Paulie wants that in his house.
I want that, yeah.
Put him up next to him when he's watching UConn basketball.
She'll have that blown up whenever they're playing BYU this weekend.
There we go,
It's already blown up.
It's already blown up, yeah.
Well, here's what Riley had to say after she made it official.
Officially signed with UConn softball. You sent the papers off early this morning, right?
Yes. Right as I got up, 7 a.m. is when they were allowed to open it up. So sent it in 7:20 and got it done.
That is awesome. Riley, you've been playing softball since you were 5 years old. When did you first realize that you wanted to play college ball?
Growing up, watching the Women's College World Series and seeing them just have so much fun and the energy that was on that field, watching it, it's wow. I want to play that. I want to go play ball like that.
And you bring a lot of energy to the field as well. One of my favorite things about watching you play is all of your dancing and your excitement and love for the game. So you're going to bring something special to this UConn team. What made you choose UConn?
I really like UConn because of their culture as a team. Their motto is "We before me," and so that really puts the team first instead of yourself, and you're doing it for your teammates to the left and right of you, and the way the coaches treated the players and the campus itself.
What are some of the challenges that you've had to overcome to get to this big moment?
Some challenges are the mental side of the game.
Yeah.
Not letting the game get bigger than itself and not putting too much pressure in order to perform. So those have been a couple, and being able to learn from those and grow from those have been a good experience.
Awesome. I love that. What has been like your biggest motivation throughout your career?
My biggest motivation is to have fun. At the end of the day, it's a game, and we're all here to have fun, and that's the main goal. So making sure to push myself, of course, and putting 110% effort out there, but having fun.
Yeah. You talked about the mental side of it, but how do you think playing softball has shaped you as a person, just growing that way?
Softball brings many challenges. It's a game of failure, of course, and so in order to get through the game and do all of that, you have to fail. And so going through those challenges, it's brought me mental toughness and helped me grow.
I love that. What are you most excited about, like, for your college career? Do you have, what is your chosen, degree so far, or what are you looking to do there?
So my degree is going to be in exercise science.
Oh, cool.
And hopefully take that down towards an athletic trainer route. But I'm just excited for everything new. It's going to be a new challenge, new environment. It's going to be fun.
Have you set any personal goals for playing softball at UConn?
To contribute to the team any way I can.
Okay.
Just making sure, bringing that winning mindset and continuing that on for the team.
How about we bring your parents in for a second?
Hi, guys.
This is Brian and Kelly.
Hello.
Hi.
All right, so how did it feel watching her sign this morning with UConn?
It was a very proud moment.
I bet.
You know, she's put in a lot of time and effort, continuing to always work on her craft, and has done it for so long. To see it come to fruition at the college level,
right,
and to see her accomplish that goal is quite exciting, and very proud of her.
Yeah.
And what she has accomplished thus far. Looking forward to the future too.
The future, yeah. Absolutely. What have you seen her sacrifice or work hardest on over the years to get to this point?
I think some of the sacrifices that we've seen throughout all of these years is just she's been committed to the sport so much that going back and forth to continue to play in California since we moved here, you know, missing out on, you know, some dances at high school, you know, hanging out with friends on the weekend because she's putting in all the hard work and tournaments and all that to, you know, for the love of the game.
Right.
So that's been kind of, it's nice to see that it's all coming full circle, and it was well worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there a moment that stands out in her like softball journey that you'll always remember?
There's several moments.
There's
several moments, you know, at a young age, and watching her play the game and have so much fun, and be goofy out on the field as a 6, 7, 8-year-old, and then seeing it develop as she got older and getting to be more competitive and getting in the travel ball into things in California, and then continuing to do that at an elite level. One of my favorite moments was a couple years ago, 3 years ago, we were in Colorado, and Riley happened to come down with some food poisoning and was not feeling well. But typically when Riley doesn't feel well, she performs really well.
Wow.
And we were in our last pool play game to get the number 1 seed in the bracket, and we were down 5-4, bases loaded, 2 outs. Riley worked the count to a full count and got a nice base hit knock up the middle and scored the 2 runs to win the game. But just the excitement of that game was pretty awesome, and for her to do it, how she was feeling was even better. And at that tournament, we were in the power pool and ended up finishing in the top 10, which is quite an accomplishment. So many moments, but that was a fun one.
But that was an awesome one. Yeah, that's amazing.
I have a fun moment.
All right.
When she was 8 years old, for the 8U All-Star team in Orange Canyon for the district championship, it was a really late night game, probably like 9 or 10 for 8-year-olds. And the sprinklers went on. So we had to halt the game. And so to let loose, the whole team went out there and we put on music and they were dancing. So looking back now at her, what you mentioned earlier with her dancing. On the field, it started at 8, and that was their way to keep loose and have fun, and it just now has stayed with her. And so I love watching that part of her continue and just having fun out there to continue that dancing. So
it's I think we all love that.
The sprinkler moment is what we call it.
All right, I wanted to point out the UConn Huskies in the background there. Riley painted that. So she has many talents, not just dancing and softball. Well, thanks so much, you guys, for letting me come in and share this like special moment with you, and we'll look forward to watching you play.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Tara,
Getting the parents, nice touch.
That's
Tara.
right. That's what I told her before the show.
it's kind of a big deal.
It is.
It is. I remember when my son signed. And, you know, you're sitting there and you're just so proud that they've accomplished something. And it's a great moment. And it's a moment that, you know, I cherish still to this day. And it's been a couple of years ago now. And so, you know, and then hearing the stories. I'm thinking next time I'm playing around a golf, if I miss a birdie putt, I just need to dance over to the next tee.
You should.
I'll probably smoke it down the middle and have another birdie the next hole, and maybe I'll make the next one.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that was a comprehensive interview. We got the Riley Green flu game. How about that? We heard about the flu game.
Yeah, it says she performs good when
That's
she's
right.
She's sick. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I'll tell you what, she's going to a good program. UConn just went 35-19 in the spring. They won the Big East championship.
Wow.
Punched their ticket to the tournament. It's their first tournament title in the Big East since 2001. And,
on the rise.
And they're getting Lulu and Riley. And who knows how much they'll both play as freshmen, but watch for them. I wouldn't be surprised if either of them found their way on the field as freshmen.
Yeah.
But that's just a pretty good team. And I don't know how many seniors they're losing and what they're replacing, but that was a good team last year.
It was.
Big East, big UConn. This is kind of a big deal for St. George.
It is.
It's
Huge deal.
big.
Yeah.
For Riley and for Lulu. Now, we didn't hear from Lulu. Obviously, they didn't have what Riley had yesterday, but we've talked. We've had them both in studio before. Great young women. Yeah.
Super talented athletes.
100%.
We called one of their games last year. It was really fun.
Also, did want to point out there was 2 soccer players from Hurricane that signed yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw that. We didn't get the official invite, but that's okay. We didn't need an invite, but I didn't know it was going on. And then I saw the post, and I was like stoked for a couple people. I want to give them some recognition. Sienna Goulding and Michaela Stewart. They both signed their letters of intent to Utah State University Eastern. Utah State University Eastern to play soccer. Also, this was not yesterday, but this was on Tuesday. There was a couple of Snow Canyon baseball players that signed. Logan Ross and Braden Mugavero signed. Logan, College of Southern Idaho, so we'll be going up there with Madden Nilsson from Crimson. At least they'll have another guy that they know in the region, his future teammates. And then Braden signed at Valley City State University. Okay. So Coach Sechrist, again, putting a couple guys next level over there at Snow Canyon. Kylie Carpenter, I believe, is signing today at Pineview.
At Pineview, yep. Going to go to Utah Tech to play softball.
Yep. We knew that. She was one of our mountain movers.
For soccer, though, not
yes, for
softball.
soccer.
Yeah.
But Coach credited her talents playing another sport, going to Utah Tech, but still coming out to help the soccer team. Another athlete on the field. So she was one of our Mountain Mover Award recipients. We've been having a lot of fun with that. By the way, this week's Mountain Mover is Matai Andresen of Crimson Cliffs. And nobody talks about the senior because everybody talks about his younger brother, the starting quarterback, Tonawai.
Yeah.
But Matai just plays special teams and is, I mean, the words that Coach Olafipos sent, you could just tell that he loved the effort and everything that Matai has given this team. He said that's what the Crimson Brotherhood is all about, and he brings it. So he is this week's Mountain Mover Award recipient. All right, we got to take a break. Back in a flash. We'll do another turkey shoot. Then after that, Lee Sterling is going to hit us up. So if you want to get on a turkey shoot, brought to you by Palmer Litigation, Digby's Market, hit up the phone lines, 435-990-9950. Save the fan in your contacts, 435-990-9950. We'll be right back. back. What was that jam, Tara? I like that song. I don't know that song. Who was that?
I Feel Amazing.
I Feel Amazing.
By Harry Hudson. Yeah.
Never heard of him.
Oh, well.
Now you have.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it a new hit or is that an oldie but goodie that I've never heard before?
It's an oldie but goodie.
Harry
Hudson.
Hudson.
It's not really old. But
Interesting. All right.
All right.
That can go back in the rotation. I like that. That got me going. Hey, let's go to the phone lines and take a caller here for the turkey shoot. What's your name?
JC.
JC, my guy. What's going on this morning?
What's going on? Love the show. Listen every day.
I love to hear it.
Wow, nice.
I love it. He's saying long-time listener, first caller. That's what I'm hearing here from JC.
That's right.
I love it. I love it. JC, all right, you have one job to do, and it's pretty easy. You just got to say shoot, and you got to time it right to stop on the turkey so you get a turkey for Thanksgiving from Digby's Market, all right?
All right.
All right. Start that wheel.
Shoot.
Okay. Oh, what was that? A kitty cat?
It's a cougar.
That wasn't
I don't
Wait
even
a minute.
know.
That wasn't a gobble,
It
gobble,
wasn't a
gobble.
turkey. Can we change it? Can we redo?
You want to redo, or you want to take the $10
Yeah,
gifts?
yeah.
Now there is a blank. You could end up with nothing, so you can take the $10 gift certificate, or you can try to shoot over again.
We need that shotgun.
Oh, I'll take my chances.
Okay,
All right, let's redo.
There
Here
we
we
go.
go.
Pull out the big guns.
Shoot.
The bet paid off.
There it is. The
Oh my
turkey.
gosh! I thought he was going to get the buzzer. I really did. I thought he was going to backfire. Whenever I double down, I usually end up broke. So way to take your chances there, JC. We'll get the turkey here. It'll be at the office, the fan studios. Come pick it up and go get yourself a turkey. Are you going to deep fry it? Are you going to rotisserie it? Are you going to traditionally bake it in the oven? What are you going to do with that turkey?
It's going on the Yoder smoker.
There you go.
Hey, that's my favorite way.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
JC, congrats. Come get your turkey. Compliments of Palmer Litigation and Digby's Market. All right. Got to take a break. When we come back, Lee Sterling, Paramount Sports, stops by. Show today also brought to you by Prime IV. Prime IV has Black Friday deals all month long. You don't have to wait till Black Friday. I'm seeing everybody do earlier and earlier specials.
Yeah.
You may as well make the deal good for the month, and that's what Prime IV has done. So PrimeIVSTG.com. You can go to the website. You can see all their deals they've got going on right now. The Black Friday sale is here. A high dose of glutathione beauty boost package. You save $150 on a package. You can get an NAD 4-pack with huge savings. You can get any injection package with big discounts. You can book on the website. You can stop by on Riverside Drive, or you can just pick up the phone and give them a call. Do people still use the telephone and call people?
I do.
I do too. By the way, if you want to call them and book appointment, or maybe you want to get some stocking stuffers during the Black Friday for the athlete in your life that needs recovery and needs to get ready for competition, you can stop by 558 East Riverside Drive or 435-295-4854. We love our friends at Prime IV. I use them. Paulie's used them before. Tara, you've been to Prime IV, haven't you?
Several times,
Yeah,
yes.
we all love Prime
love
IV
it.
here on the Fan Sports Network. You will love it too. Got to take a break. Lee Sterling on the other side. Hey, everybody. We just gave away a turkey for Thanksgiving to JC. More chances to win here on the program. Show today brought to you by St. George Tent Shop. Make your vehicle look good, feel cooler, and protect your ride. And by Color Country Custom Coating. They got a limited time deal, $400 off per permanent ceramic coating. They're in the same location. They share a space down there across the street on Riverside Drive from Culver's. If you go into the industrial area, it's right on your left there. You'll find Color Country Custom Coating, St. George Tent Shop. Your one-stop shop for everything to make your vehicle look good. Now joining us on the program, you can see him if you're watching on the live stream from Florida with love, Mr. Lee Sterling. How we doing, Lee? Do we have audio on Lee?
I don't think he can hear us for some reason.
Uh-oh. He has no audio. Lee has no audio right now. That's not good. That's good. That's not good. So I'm not sure why we don't have audio on Lee. Is he muted?
No, it's saying we've got...
He's muted. His mic is red.
Oh.
Yeah, it's on his end.
Yeah. He's got to unmute us, Lee. We'll get Lee straightened out here. I believe that's on Lee's end.
Oh, he notices.
Oh,
he's noticing.
Yeah. He's getting it. Hang on.
Here's the funny thing about everything. With me and Lee, we were not born in the year 2000. We're not one of these tech whiz kids here that can figure. So the other day, I was logging on to the last couple weeks. We have the Utah Tech Zoom meeting, and I've been trying to get my camera to work, Paulie. And remember, you were on a couple weeks ago, and I had I didn't turn my camera on.
That's right.
I found out there's a little slider on your camera on the computer. This is a newer computer, and I just had the camera covered, and I'm trying to go into settings and figure it out, and finally I just noticed this little slider on the top. You can barely even see it. Do we have Lee now? You got us now, Lee? No, he's still muted. He's trying to figure out how to unmute it. All right, you know what we'll do? Let's get to the phone line. Let's just go to the phone line.
Okay.
Let's just get him on the phone. Just give him a call. Let's get him on the phone.
All right.
We got to get to these picks. The games we're going to be going over for you today from Mr. Lee Sterling, ParamountSports.com. USC and Iowa. We're going to break that game down. UNLV and Utah State. We're going to look at the Utah Utes Baylor game. Lee's got to lean on that one. BYU TC is going to pick the winner in that one for you. And then Rams Seahawks, huge NFC West showdown in LA at SoFi Stadium this weekend. And then Chiefs Broncos, another AFC West showdown coming your way. There's four really good NFL games, and those are two of them. Obviously the Sunday night game, Lions and Eagles, is going to be a big one as well. So we'll try to get Lee on the phone here, and then we'll get to the picks, and we'll just scrap the live Zoom. We can leave the live Zoom up.
Hey, no.
We're going to patch him through. We'll patch him through. Yeah, I mean, the phone's right next to the computer. See, he just picks the phone up, and here we go. All right, we got Lee locked in now. Lee, don't worry, buddy. I was just telling everybody, I can't figure out Zoom half the time either, man. So
That's right.
Don't even sweat it, buddy.
No, it's crazy. So I do probably of the 51 shows, I think I do 22 of them, and we have 3 or 4 Zoom. Yours is the only show where I almost never get the email. So maybe there's a BYU fan that's upset that I picked against them.
It's crazy because I send it to the exact same email every time.
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. All I can see is on the screen by your name, your little microphone is muted. And so I don't know what that means.
Okay, no, I did unmute that, but for some reason, something's going on. There was always, I had this one friend, and we still can never figure this out for 10 years. He could call me, but I couldn't call him.
Dude, that's so funny. I have this one group text with 2 buddies, and my one buddy never gets the text. And he's showing me his phone, and it goes out, and it never says there's a problem. So there's sometimes just weird stuff happens.
Yeah.
We get it. We get it. All right, let's get to it, Lee. Yep. The troubleshooting is over. We got the man on the phone. USC -6.5 against Iowa. Lee, break it down.
So Trojans win out, and they have over a 95% chance of making college football playoff. Not going to be easy. It starts this week here against Iowa, and Iowa played great. I mean, they were right there. They were one play away, and solid team. But I think Jaden Maeva is going to have a big game here. 17 touchdown passes for the year, 6 more running the football. Two running backs, King Miller and Wayman Jordan, have combined for over 1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns, and they're averaging 7.9 and 6.5 yards per carry. Their top three receivers averaging between 15 and 17 and a half yards per catch with 13 touchdowns. But what makes them different this year is they finally have a defense. They only had 21 sacks all last year. Their defense this year averaging almost 3 sacks per game and averaging 1 interception per game here. I was off a crushing loss. They're done. They're gone. And I don't know how they get back up. First trip also to the West Coast here. And USC 5-0 straight up at home, 4-1 against the spread. The only non-cover was a backdoor 75-yard bomb by Michigan State with less than 3 minutes to go in that game here. Sometimes you got to lay it if you want to play it. We're going with USC big here, 34-20.
34-20 Trojans by a big margin there, easily covering the 6.5.
All right, Lee, we got one of local interest here. The UNLV Rebels welcome in the Utah State Aggies in Mullen's first season. The Rebels 7-2. Aggies are getting 6 here, 6.5, depending on where you look. What do you see in this one, Lee?
Yeah, and USU is a great home team, as seen by their 5-0 straight up and 5-0 against the spread record at home. Away, 0-4 straight up and 2-2 against the spread on the road. Utah State 133rd in points allowed, 129th in yards per play. In those 4 losses, they allowed a total of 176 points. We know UNLV can score. 9th best in the country in yards per play at home, behind an elite running offense here. And on the road this year, Utah State, they allow an average over 200 yards per game rushing. This is a great spot for the Rebels, 45-31.
45-31, take UNLV in that one. Let's go to the Utes at the Baylor Bears here. Utes on the road, 8.5-point favorites, and Utah still a fighting chance maybe to back their way into the Big 12 championship if they can win out and get some help.
Oh, I think a lot's going to happen between now and after the championship game. Trust me. I think if they win out, they're going to get in. So that's just my feeling. Falling short to BYU hurt their chances, and they can't lose anymore, obviously. After back-to-back games of allowing 40 points or more, Baylor held UCF, which was shocking, to just 3 last time out. Utah's defense, top 20 in a ton of categories, and I think they're capable of slowing Baylor down here. Baylor quarterback Sawyer Robinson, quality quarterback, but one thing isn't with Baylor, their defense. Utah, 31-21. They win and cover.
All right, Utes by 10 in that one.
All right, Lee, the BYU Cougars, fresh off the loss to Texas Tech, where they really didn't look good at all. They welcome in TCU, and the quarterback Hoover's a pretty good player, but BYU laying 4.5 at home here. What do you see?
And I know a lot of BYU fans are upset that they got dropped. I don't think it was just that they lost. I think that it was the fact that they were pretty much dominated. Yeah. And, you know, like talking about Miami, I think they revisited and they look back at Miami and they're like, okay, well, Miami lost in overtime on the road. I know that game was on the road, but it was, I mean, they were never really in the game. They just didn't play anywhere near close to an even average game for them. They have to be upset with themselves, but this is going to be a tough game too. TCU is one of these teams that plays much better as an underdog here. BYU hasn't been tested much, except for that game against Texas Tech and also Utah. Certainly failed that one, but TCU, they allowed 2 touchdowns in a 2-minute span, one being a 79-yard punt return to give Iowa State that lead and eventually the win. I think BYU wins this game here. I'm going to say 28-24. This is going to be one of these games where BYU wins but doesn't cover. TCU, like I said, game as a dog, and I think this is a one-possession game. I would lean to taking the points here.
All right, so take the points in that one. See if BYU can get back on track. See if Bear Bachmeier can prove he can get the ball down the field. I mean, we know he's a good runner. We know he's a good scrambler, but couldn't make any explosive plays. And a little beat up behind L.J. Martin in the running game. So we'll see how healthy the Cougars are after a very physical defense got after them on the road last week. All right, let's go to the NFL. Oh, baby. I was this close to heading down to this game. I had tickets lined up, and then it fell through last minute yesterday. So I'm not going to be there, but I'll be watching my Seahawks. Huge showdown with the L.A. Rams and Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, this is going to be a great game here. And let me tell you something. Wow. I mean, Sam Darnold, 9.9 yards per pass attempt, leading the NFL by a full yard over second place Drake May, who's at 8.9 yards per pass attempt. 2 losses for Seattle, San Francisco and Tampa Bay, and they led each game with under 2 minutes left. So we know that they can compete against the best here. Seattle's covered all 4 road games this year, road warriors here. And unless the Rams defense does to Darnold what it did to him in the wild card game last year when he was with Minnesota, I think this is a good spot for him. I know Stafford's been playing great, 13 touchdowns, no interceptions the last 3 games, which is incredible. But just think that no one's getting to him. I mean, only 3 sacks in 3 games, so not putting pressure on him. Seattle, 32 sacks in 9 games. They're going to put the heat on him here. Right team favored. Seattle straight up, 30-26. Put some money on the Seahawks plus the 3. The other half on the money line, and if it comes through, anyone can join me. We'll be going to the Bahamas probably over the Christmas break.
There you go.
Yeah. I know we're a little banged up. Job's on the IR. Jaron Reed's on the IR. I know it's Ernest Jones missed last week. Cooper Kupp, a little revenge game here, but he came back last week, is healthy. Jackson Smith and Jigba. How impressive has he been this year, Lee, from your perspective?
So here's what's crazy. Everyone's talking about a different quarterback every week. And obviously there's the Drake May, there's the Patrick Mahomes. Early it was Baker Mayfield. But why not a receiver? I mean, if he ends up with, let's say, over 2,000 receiving yards, or why not a running back either? So how about Jonathan Taylor? He's got 1,139 yards and 15 touchdowns. If those guys continue on, I'm up for them getting consideration for MVP. Going to be interesting also. Isn't the MVP also for the AL baseball? Does that come out today?
I think so. I think so.
If they give it to Judge, that will be an injustice. Correct?
Yeah, it got to be Cal Raleigh, right? I mean, I'm rooting for that. I think it's a no-brainer, but
more homers, more RBIs. I think meant more to his team this year. First time ever, all those home runs by a catcher, and his team went further.
Yeah.
So,
and he plays catcher, and then only had 1 error the whole season, and that was in the postseason.
Wow.
And a switch hitter.
Yeah.
I think it's easy.
Yeah, but we'll see. You never know. That East Coast bias, pretty strong sometimes, right?
Yeah, it can be.
Yeah.
No, I want to hear about it though. I'm hoping. Did you check it? Is that coming out today then?
I think it does. I've got a big wager on it too. I made it when he was 5-1.
Woo!
So if that doesn't come through, you may not reach me next week. When I win, when I'm happy. When I'm losing, I'll be really upset if I don't win that bet.
I think that's a lock. I love it.
Okay.
Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it.
All
Come
right,
on.
lock.
Come on. The Mariners storyline was great.
Whoa.
I mean, they've been there, done that with Judge. It's got to be Cal Raleigh. I've got a strong feeling on this one. All right, Lee Sterling, ParamountSports.com. We've got the game of the week and a special offer for our listeners as well. The game of the week is that AFC West showdown, Denver and KC.
Yeah. How about this one? I mean, love this game. I mean, there are so many great games in the NFL this week. Maybe the best weekend we've seen since opening weekend. Philadelphia, Detroit, also Buffalo and Tampa. We couldn't hit on those games. So you want this winner? I love this game. Be one of the first 5 callers. Call 800-400-9741. Give you the Chiefs and Broncos on me. 800-400-9741. How about this, Devin? Starts off with the UFC. Got a UFC card going this week. 7 selections, $55. One of them is a 50-unit max wager. So we've won 17 of the last 23 cards, even though we went 3-3 last week, had 2 huge underdogs, didn't come through, but still big weekend, made over 30 units for our clients. $55 here, including that 50-unit max wager. You want to try out player props? Get 10 days of player props, $50 in the NFL. Looks like we may not have a play on the game, but have 4 player props going tonight on this NFL game between New England and the Jets. And NFL, how hot have we been? 31-9 the last 8 weeks in the NFL. Works out to over 78%. 5 selections every week. It's called Lee's NFL Sunday Golden Ticket. 5 selections for 4 weeks, just $197. One place, ParamountSports.com.
I love it. Lee Sterling, the best in the business, ParamountSports.com. Lee, thanks for joining us. We'll get that Zoom fixed up for next time, and we'll talk to you again soon. And good luck with that Cal Raleigh wager.
Yeah, might have to go to StreamYard or one of those others. So
yeah,
we'll get it done. All right. See you guys.
See you, buddy.
Take care.
See you, Lee.
The one and only Lee Sterling joining us. Hey, it kind of worked out. Like, he wasn't even lip syncing. It was like timed up perfectly. You can still see Lee passionate about what he does. One of the best handicappers in the country.
Yeah.
If you're not streaming us on YouTube, you can't see that. For our radio audience, which we know is out there, Lee and I have been breaking down games. I think this is our 9th year, Paulie.
Wow.
He's been coming on my show.
Wow.
We met through a mutual friend. We played golf in Las Vegas. I visited him in Park City. We happened to be up there for a soccer tournament. He was vacationing. He has a vacation home in Park City. And so we've just become really good friends. And it's kind of a standard Thursday fixture here on the Fan Sports Network League, giving out some free picks. Some of those games are on our Zag Picks of the Week, which you need to go to the website, thefansportsnetwork.com, and make your picks. Deadline tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. That is the deadline to enter your Zag Picks of the Week. You win a first place $150 to Zag and $50 to Kabuto Sushi and Ramen Bar. Oh, Kabuto, I could go for them for lunch today. Get on over there. Check out their student specials, college, high school students. They've always got entertainment. Make sure and like them on social. You can keep up with all their giveaways and special events at Kabuto, Utah. And get in the Zag Picks of the Week on our website, thefansportsnetwork.com. We only have 2 weeks after this week left of the regular season, and then we're going to go to the playoff pickoff. Okay, so you got to win a week or get second in a week if you want to make the playoff pickoff. So you got to go play thefansportsnetwork.com. All right, quick break. We'll come back. We'll get you ready for the day in sports. We'll make some picks and wrap things up on a Thursday, Throwdown Thursday from the Finley Hyundai Studios. Not sold out, always free to listen. You can always find a seat in a chair for the drive, whether you're in your car, you're listening on the app, you're watching us on the Fan Sports Network YouTube page. Thank you, St. George, Southern Utah, Cedar City, surrounding areas for locking us in, making us your number one stop for local sports. Show, as always, brought to you by Zag. Get your Zag picks of the weekend. Win some Kabuto sushi. Appreciate Summit Athletic Club. They got the gift of health, just $99. They're special this month. You get their VIP experience, multi-club pass for just a month to try it for $99. Great gift idea. Yeah. Stop by Summit, pick that up. Or you can text to pick that up and get all the details and answer all the questions. Put this number in if you want to get that for a gift or if you want to start working out for yourself. 435-500-5352. Just text health to 435-500-5352. Appreciate Game Day Men's Health. Reclaim your game. Veterans get 50% off their first month at Game Day Men's Health. Appreciate St. George Tin Shop, Color Country Custom Coating, Prime IV, and, of course, Finley Hyundai. Some of our great sponsors, Coral Canyon Golf Course as well. Get your sticks out. I'm going to be playing Coral Canyon in about, I think I'm playing Sunday. So I got a buddy coming to town. I'm going to play golf out at Coral on Sunday. Yeah. So looking forward to that.
When does your buddy leave, by the way?
Next Wednesday.
Nice.
Next Wednesday.
Yeah. Sure
we're gonna play
so
some
you're
golf
gonna be
over the
second
weekend.
Fiddle.
I will be second fiddle, but I'm fine.
Gabe's already asked about you. Is like, Paulie going to be around? I'm like, he should be around first of the week.
Yeah.
Told me you were going down to the West Virginia-Arizona State game.
Mm-hmm, yeah, but I'll be back Sunday night, so I'll see him. That's good.
I'm going to be heading up the freeway tomorrow to call the Crimson Cliffs game. Looking forward to seeing that game. 6 o'clock. It's our Boulevard home semifinal game of the week. Mustangs taking on the Wolves of Green Canyon, who have already had 2 impressive wins, a 2-point win over Skyline, knocked out Snow Canyon prior to that. They are riding hot as a 14 seed, but Crimson going to be a slight favorite in that game by just 19 points.
They are the Cinderella story of this 4A state tournament, for sure.
It does prove that maybe 16 teams is the perfect amount for a tournament, not 24.
Right. Get a little parity, get some double-digit seeds advancing. I like to see it.
There you go. That Ridgeline game will be tonight, 6 o'clock. So you got the 5As, 11, 2:30, and then Ridgeline Provo tonight at 6 o'clock from Rice-Eccles Stadium. We'll be keeping tabs on that because if Crimson beats Green Canyon tomorrow, they would play presumably Ridgeline, but we'll see what Provo's got for the River Hawks, who have been undefeated, number 1 all year, outscoring people like 50 points a game. All right, couple games tonight. Jazz Hawks tonight, 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Jazz coming off the second most points in franchise history. They scored 152 the other night, beat the Pacers.
Mm-hmm.
Pacers only have 1 win this season. No Halliburton, they're struggling. But the Jazz did what they were supposed to do and notched the win. They're 4-7 on the season. And another winnable game against the Hawks tonight. So the Hawks at the Delta Center tonight. How many? Over under 20 for Ace. That's the number. Ace had 20 last game.
19.5.
Can he do it again?
Yeah, he'll go over that. He's gaining confidence, my boy Aurelius.
I love it. Also tonight, Thursday night football, Amazon Prime is where you'll find that game. That's the Jets and the Patriots. Big number here, Paul. You got to pick against the number here. Jets plus 13. Patriots got to win by 2 touchdowns to cover the spread.
Nothing I feel good about on that line or total, but...
Really?
Yeah.
I would take the Jets plus the 13.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. 13.
It's a divisional game. Yeah. It looks too easy. You think the Patriots are going to blow them out. Expect the unexpected, as I always say. I would tease the Patriots down to -7 and tease the under. I think if you 43.
Tara's like, Drake May's bringing his 19 touchdowns and 5 interceptions into this game, and you're picking the Jets?
With the points. Patriots win.
Okay. Well.
Patriots win.
He has no confidence in your boy. Oh.
See ya.